Good morning everyone. I am from Vidya Bal Bhawan Senior Secondary School and today I am going to teach SST. And in SST I am going to teach governing ourselves. Right? So as we have already discussed this chapter in the class and explained of this chapter, explanation has been done in the class. Now we will discuss few questions of this chapter. Understood? So before starting the discussion of the question answer, let's have little recap of this chapter. Okay? So governing ourselves. Governing, when you heard about the governing word, what comes in your mind? The first thing is governing is government. Who can rule, right? Who can govern? Understood? And as you know, our country is democratic country. So we all are having some rule, regulation, rights, responsibility, everything, right? And I'm not talking about us, about the people, common people. I'm talking about the government also. So our constitution, in our constitution, there are many things about the government. Okay, how government is formed, what are their duties, what are their rights, what are their uses. Okay, so everything, as we have discussed about everything in the class. So now let's start with the question, how is the chief minister of state elected? How is the chief minister of state elected? First of all, when we are talking about the prime minister, then there is a general assembly. But if we are talking about the chief minister, then there is legislative assembly. Okay, or assembly election. Now let's read the answer. In the assembly election, the party which gets the maximum seats or votes, the party which gets maximum seats or vote in the legislative assembly, they form the government. Understood? Then everybody is aware that in every state we are having governor who is appointed by what? Who is appointed by president of our country. So the governor is the head of the state, right? The governor, who is the head of the state, invites the leader of the majority party to form the government, right? Then the governor, what are governor's duty? They invites the leader from the majority party which gets the majority number of seats in the election. They call them to form the government, right? Now the leader of the majority party becomes the chief minister. Understood? Now who is the chief minister? The leader of the majority party becomes the chief minister. Understood? Now let's move towards the second question. The second question is, as the results of the parliamentary elections are announced, it is found that no party gets majority. How is government formed in such situation? This is the case study, right? This question in the form of case study. When there is not a single party gets the majority of vote, then what will happen? In that case, in such cases, what will happen? Many party comes together and then they form a government, right? In such cases, when no single party gets the majority number of seats In that case, many party comes together and then they form the government. And that is, what do we call it? That is coalition government. Right? What we have done in the previous question. Understood? Now, understood this question? Now, let's conclude this. Right? Now, let's conclude this chapter. So, we are talking about the governing ourselves. Here, we are talking about the central government. As all of you are aware that in our country, there are two levels of government. State government and central government. What is central government? The government which is in the center, that is called the central government. And state government, 28 states we are having, and every state is having one CM and governor, and they are having their own assembly election also, and there are different roles also of the central government and state government. Right? Understood the chapter? Okay.